Hey everyone, RemanX here, and we're going to go into a very specific talk here. We're going to talk about characters on your roster that you're going to want to consider in Dark Dimension 4 and the Mystic portion of the raid. And so we're going to be talking about the Doom raid. And the reason is because regardless of where you are right now, you're going to want to consider these characters because of their overall power level, their synergy, and how they work. And so we're going to talk about something that I think is probably not going to surprise a lot of people, and it's going to be Hela. Hela is the number one Mystic character in the game. And from a perspective of what she can offer, it's actually the fact that she comes as a bonded pair. Her and Greg light up every party, and the reality of it is Greg's passive that is every attack targets Greg and equals win. You are able to get through a lot of the modes. And in fact, she can spread buffs, that she has the built-in self-healing. There's just so many good things about Hela that she is just absolutely on top of the list. Now, however, you may not need to bring her into Dark Dimension 4 because the second best Mystic character, remember, probably the best character in the game, but probably the character you're gonna want to consider for Mystic. And again, until we get higher stars on him, the second he gets to 4 red, 4 star, he may just, blow by Hela on his surfboard. But it's definitely Silver Surfer. So the fact that we have him at a limited power level as of the filming of this video is indicative of, realistically, look at the rest of the category, and he has rocketed himself into the position of number 2. And the thing about it is, I used him in Dark Dimension 4, liked him a lot. He actually had great survivability. He had a ton of utility, and then partnering up with someone like Thanos to feed him made him go off several times. Now, the thing we're going to talk about here is basically in the Doom raids, Hela and Silver Surfer become a wombo combo in that you can spread the 2-turn ability block, defense downs from other sources. So there's some unspoken synergy there that's really going to help you power through those raids. And then we're going to talk about the other character that I think is probably sneaking in at number 3 over here, and that's Dr. Doom. Now, Dr. Doom is a Mystic and Tech character, and I will say this, until you get him, the Mystic and Tech lanes may feel a little bit more challenging than they need to be. Doom definitely unlocks and releases you from that difficulty, so having him on your roster allows you to progress through them a lot easier. The problem is, Doom is probably out of reach for all except for the, I think, 500 and something people have gotten him as of the filming of this video. Again, I can't see the leaderboards beyond my position, and we'll go from there. So we're going to talk about this because this is a legendary character, and Ebony Maw is probably something that everyone should do. And the reality of it is his offense down, his defense up, and his life drain with slow are absolutely devastating in all game modes. This character is someone who sits at the top of the Mystic charts here. Because he's legendary, he's kind of unspoken. The problem you're going to have, and the problem we're gonna say, is the fact that he's not usable earlier, so he kind of drifts down a little bit, but he is definitely in the top 5. And then we're gonna lock in Thanos. Now, you're gonna be like, but Rem, you were talking about how good like White Tiger is. She's great, but these characters are going to help you get through Dark Dimension 4. They're staples of building up the Blackwater team, which are still a phenomenal team. I'm still not ready to surrender to the Shadowlands being the top team until I test out some more of their survivability in Dark Dimension 4. They do have some survivability in Raid. You're going to see that when I go over the skill team on another later video. But for now, you can build Thanos. He is still probably worthy of potentially a 6 red star promotion, still at 5. He's definitely not a kit-based character. He's stats. I mean, his health is one of the top in the game. His damage is good, and Empowered Thanos gets even better. So something to consider. So you're going to see there's a lot more Mystics in this category, and White Tiger is probably tied for 5th with Thanos, and the main reason why is because she just is a machine. She does so much. If you guys haven't had a chance to play with her, I'm sorry, because she is definitely worth potentially upgrading down the road. If you've gotten good stars and good red stars on her, you won the lottery. I know, I feel it too. However, she is part of the Doom killing team, She will kill Doom except in Doom raids, but she's more of a PvP element for it. So when you're looking at like arena and RTA and even in war, she's going to excel there. So we're just focusing right now on Doom and Doom raids to help build up the roster, to help you get more and more gear as time goes on. And if the rumor is true, based on what they said, it sounded like they were talking about, you know, some of the next level ISOs being unlocked behind the Doom raid. So if that's the case, we want to make sure you get in there with the best option. So she can be used in support. I will say that you don't want to bring her up to G15 until after you get Doom. But she's definitely worthy of the roster spot. Moon Knight actually moves into like the 6th spot over here, probably the 7th. But he's actually really, really good character. The drawback with this is his abilities are on a relatively high cooldown, and there really isn't a way to get energy. However, the fact that you can apply these negative effects for 2 turns, offense down and blind for 2 turns, disrupted, all of these have an amazing impact on that. Imagine being able to either extend or spread those. He works really well as a teammate for a lot of different characters. We're going to be testing him out in Dark Dimension 4 more tonight, now that we're going to be bringing up Night Nurse. Make sure you guys check me out on Twitch for this specifically. And then we're going to round it out. Now, Mordo, one major problem with Mordo is, even at this high level, on the Doom raids, especially in the Doom node, when you have certain characters that you want to stun, cough, cough, Squirrel Girl, he doesn't land it. Now, his focus is exceptional. Yeah, it's 7 red star, G15. And exceptional is kind of a joke, but it needs to be a bit higher, probably worthy of a skirmisher level 5. And realistically, partnering up with somebody like, Silver Surfer, because of what he can do. Lower resistance by 50% for all characters with heal block. That is something that he's going to help this team land more debuffs. Mordo Hela is another really, really powerful combination for the Doom raid. But you got to remember something. When we're talking about picking characters for Dark Dimension 4 specifically, we're talking about balancing out the amount of G15 uniques you have and are getting to make sure you get through it quicker. If you were trying to do too many bio characters, you're going to slow down your progress specifically. If you guys don't know, you guys can hop over on Twitch, hop on my channel and do !DD4 planner, or !DD4 plan, and pull up our DD4 planner. I'll try to throw it in the comments here in the video so you guys have it. It basically lets you see either through the chart or the graph and help you plan on your gear to help figure out what characters are going to be that have the most value here. And so Ghost Rider actually fits into probably the bottom of this list here. Ghost Rider does have some usage. The fact that he can apply offense down, heals himself, and he just has some powerful debuffs through his bleeds. Definitely something to consider. He works really well when paired with Hela. So something to consider. So honestly, the folks on the outskirts, Doctor Strange and Thor, are really kind of something that I have to test more. The thing about it is Thor paired with Silver Surfer may give you a little bit extra from the actual synergy here when they have the cosmic allies for the bonus focus, because getting that all focus for everybody may be a big deal. That being said, we're going to have to see down the road if it's even necessary. So far, I'm not sold on Thor or Doctor Strange at this point. They're both working for me at G14. G15 isn't as much of a focus and resistance as a different chart. So those are a quick rundown, guys, in case you were wondering. I'm probably still recommending Hela for Dark Dimension 4 with a very quick, if you want to bring Surfer, you certainly can, and have some extra mystic material. But again, for the balance, most of the time when I'm looking at it, you're going to be accounting for Hela and Maw, and they're just absorbing so many mystic materials that Silver Surfer may be a second run. That being said, after you beat Doom, no reason why you can't bring him on the second run or after the second run. We're going to be doing some more advanced testing. I wish I had them in higher stars. For most of you, by the time you get to the Cosmic DD4, you may be able to have benefit from the insight we'll be providing on the channel and hopefully shift that gear and make him a better recommendation. I do think once he gets 4 or 5 stars, he probably surpasses Hela in the fact that he may be able to do what Ultron did in the old days, which is solo some of the Dark Dimension 2 once you unlocked him. That's a big difference. This character does have an amazing impact, and it isn't surprised that people are shouting, and take my money when it comes to Silver Surfer here. So realistically, that's it for now. We'll be tune in. We'll definitely go through some of the actual breakdown for the Mystic node gameplay. We're going to try to get it down to a one-shot for all 3 nodes. We're going to try to get it down to a one-shot for the boss node. I can do it on occasion. I'll go through the exact team comp and what it looks like for you. And I think Surfer is a valuable part of that contribution because he really helps you control Doom in that regard. Anyway, guys, love you much. I do things so you don't have to, except buy multiple offers. Love you much.